I was in the Marines for 10 years. I deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq multiple times, and I was hurt in 2011 in combat in Afghanistan, and that caused me to medically retire early. I chose the Marines because it was the toughest organization, and I figured if you're going to go to combat, you might as well go with like-minded individuals. That has helped my mindset throughout my life to get me to challenge myself and push my limits throughout my life. Obviously, those injuries have hindered me somewhat, but have also boosted my mental toughness in order to get me to pursue goals further. I needed a local gym. I wasn't enjoying the policies of some of the bigger chain gyms that we had. I stopped in here and talked to Keven, and immediately was impressed by his knowledge and his expertise about working out, especially with my physical limitations. And once we had that conversation, I was immediately hooked on his methods and his entire ideology that stands behind his gym. I've always been interested in working out. I worked out for probably 15 years. I was in the Marines for a decade. Just last year in 2020, I had an injury where I broke my acetabulum and the top part of my femur, and that set me back physically in my training program and pushed me away from a lot of my goals. So I was working on my own. I kind of hit a plateau, and I really needed some expertise to guide me, not just guide me, but also push me past my limitations that I had set on myself and that the doctors had set on me. And that's where Keven came in. My goals right now, besides aesthetics, are pushing my physical endurance and just making sure that physically I'm able to accomplish my goals. So I've been racing motorcycles for about 10 years, and I'm finally taking the leap to compete at the professional level with Moto America in the Twins Cup. So we'll be doing a few rounds this year with Team CLE, which is powered by TAC Fitness. This year, Keven and I have combined efforts in order to pursue that goal. So my efforts match that of TAC Fitness. So Keven agreed to sponsor the program for pro rounds based on his methods and mine put together. Our goals are congruent, and so when I pursue something, I pursue it 100%. And like everyone, I have limitations, and sometimes I need someone to assist me to overcome the limitations that I have set on myself. So that's where Keven came in. And in the last 6 months, I've been training with Keven and on my own here at TAC Fitness. And combined, I believe my endurance and my physical fitness has improved drastically, which is going to help me reach my goals with Moto America and competing at that next level. With our motorcycle racing program, we're going to compete at the national level and the professional level, so we will have an entire season starting now through November. We race sport bikes on closed circuits. They're road courses, so they're left and right turns. They're all throughout the country. So the series runs from California to Alabama to New Jersey. So there are races all around the country, and it's just like a sport bike you'll see on the road. It's just made specifically for racing. So we'll be racing in on the SV650, the Suzuki SV650, and that is a 650cc motorcycle. So it's it's called a lightweight displacement, and in that series it's called the Moto America Twins Cup series. Here at TAC Fitness, my goals are to increase endurance and physical ability, so I want to get stronger while also decreasing body fat and making sure that I have the endurance to complete the race at 100%. A lot of people think that riding a motorcycle is kind of a relaxing activity on the racetrack. It's as if you're sprinting. So that 20-minute race is, it's very grueling, and a lot of riders, their limitation doesn't come down to the machine. It comes down to their physical ability. By that last lap, they're not able to push the motorcycle to its limit and get every ounce of performance out of that motorcycle. So I noticed last year that I was finally getting faster, and I was getting to the point where my physical ability was limiting how fast I could go. And so when you get to that point, you're looking for that extra edge. And I knew a way I could improve was not only decreasing body fat and that extra weight that I don't need, but also increasing my endurance and my ability to push for that entire sprint race. So my goals here at TAC Fitness, working with Keven, have been to decrease body fat, increase strength. We're doing a lot of high rep exercises with I'd say a medium weight, and that is lowering my body weight while increasing my muscle mass, lowering my body fat. A lot of what Keven is doing for me is taking my limits with my hip and my injuries and basically pushing them just enough to where I can still increase my strength and endurance and just break through my plateaus. So over the last 6 months working with Keven, I have broken every plateau I've ever had. I'm actually stronger than before I got my new hip, thanks to Keven. I've been working out for a long time, so I have a set routine of what I would just always do. And for a while it worked. It helped me out, it helped me get stronger, it helped me maintain fitness. And I would have such lulls in my fitness career where I could always go back to that and try to push myself there. Where Keven came in is he took my workout and figured out what I like to do, where my body was strong, where it was weak, and he just molded everything. So I'm still doing workouts that I enjoy, but he's also pushing me in areas where I'm uncomfortable. So we're not just doing strength training, we're doing cardio, we're doing full body exercises. We're using the turf to push heavy weight up and down. So even with my hip, I'm still doing a lot of lower body exercises. We're still doing a lot of upper body exercises. We move to a lot of high rep, medium weight. So that way I can still increase my strength while not bulking up and getting too much extra size and just being heavier on the race bike. So what Keven is doing is incorporating every type of workout you can imagine and kind of combining it into this Keven-centric workout that is his own creation. And every time I come into the gym with him, it's a challenge, and I come out feeling like I exceeded my goals and pushed past the limits that I thought were there. My favorite thing about TAC Fitness is Keven accepts your limitations and what you think is your limitation, and he'll push you past that. So he doesn't dismiss whatever is limiting you. He'll accept it and help you move past it. So a lot of time in my workouts, I would take my restricted breathing or my injured hip or the shrapnel wounds, any of that stuff, and I would limit myself when I would feel that pain. So what Keven will do is take that and just push it a little past where you think is comfortable, to the point where you're not as limited as you thought you were. So I think my favorite thing about TAC Fitness is he brings people's limitations in and pushes them past that. And I think that's really important because everyone has something. It might not be as extreme as getting a new hip, or being injured in combat or anything like that. I think whatever your limitation is, whether it's your shoulder hurts or you tore a ligament in your knee, Keven will help you work out a way to get past that and still reach your goals.